Hello everyone, this is Nehal Shukla from Team Adgully, and today with me I have Mr. Yogesh Tewari, who is the Vice President Marketing of Guiltfree Industry. Hello, sir.
Hi.
So, sir, what inspired this phenomenal collaboration between 2Yam and Disney Marvel for this new launch of kids range? And how does this collaboration benefit 2Yam?
Yeah. So as you know, 2M is a brand, is a modern, dynamic brand in the snacking area. For us, kids as a consumer cohort is extremely important, but one that we felt we were not leveraging enough. Last year we decided as part of our strategy to really dig deep into that cohort and try to establish ourselves as a very serious kids snack, not serious fun, but yeah, serious in terms of intent kids snacking player. And for that, the peculiarity about this consumer cohort is that beyond just a good taste and a good product, they need a lot more playfulness in their product, right? And other brands are trying to do that through giving free toys and critically and nice and funny packaging. So we tried to do that as well, but we thought that to further disrupt and get attention of this very difficult TG in the sense to to attract the attention, we have to do something better, something bolder. Plus, we also wanted to expand our range offering. And that's when this thought came in that why not look at something which is never done in this category, and getting Disney association for a brand in the salty snacks is not easy. Like just like us as a brand, we've got really high standards when it comes to product quality and what goes inside the product. Disney also has got very tight guidelines in terms of which products do they license to, and mostly, I mean, what we've heard is there was no other brand that was in the salty snacks that comes close to filter and then meet those requirements. Because our products are made with high quality ingredients and the technology that we use, we were able to get past those guidelines. And so this is a great first time in the category. This is going to come into this product. We've got a full range, and they've got a full range of superheroes. We've got a full range of products, and therefore that match seemed like it was designed for success. So that was the inspiration. How do we break clutter in this category? How do we make our products more engaging? How do we make it more pop in the stores? And with that intent, we sort of went with this association.
Absolutely. You said that there are certain strict guidelines that Disney has. There are certain guidelines that 2M has. So what were the challenges to bridge the gap between both the companies and get this into life?
Yeah, I think for us it wasn't challenging. It was more to say to dig the numbers and get it on a page before us and the two parties and align. For other brands, it will definitely be a challenge, right? Because we are known as a very as a brand that has kept quality at its core right from the time it was launched, right? For us, it was not that difficult to get into lens of the amount of saturated fat that the product has, the amount of other ingredients that it has. Our products met those benchmarks really easily because we were using baked technology. Plus, our products don't use palm oil. We use a better quality rice bran oil. So with those ingredients and the technology, we were able to meet those guidelines quite easily. But yeah, for other brands, it will be difficult. They'll have to do a lot of investments and on the product as well as on the assets that they have.
Absolutely. And sir, how do you think that this collaboration will be an added benefit to the TG, which is the kids, of course?
See, kids, as I said, beyond just a great tasting product, they need fun, they need playfulness, they need something to share with their friends to talk about, and have that sort of upmanship, when it comes to in their own circles, right? This collaboration is, I think, very seamless in that sense, right? Because superheroes, all these superheroes are big icons for kids. whether it's Spider-Man or Iron Man, you take any of these, right, of different age groups, and the relevance is there across different age groups. So basis that, I think, you know, one from an essence itself, it's a great collaboration and works well for kids. But beyond that, beyond just having the superheroes on the pack, we are going to do a lot more engaging stuff around it, right? For example, currently in some of our products, we've got toys inside the packs which are themed superheroes, and there's a variety of those toys inside the packs, right? Then we've got digital engagement that we will build. So every pack has got a QR code. Kids can scan that QR code and goes. Currently, it takes them to a filter. Going forward, and a game going forward, we'll have a lot more content over there, right? Then we are doing digital campaigns. Currently, we've just launched our launch campaign with a song and music theme, and there's a lot of chance that kids can interact with that. So this is just the start of it. I'm sure we're going to have a lot more stuff to engage kids and make them love our products.
Absolutely. You launched Tugal Bandi, which is like Jugal Bandi. So how is that campaign helping Tuyam promote their new range of kids? And what was the agency behind it? What was the ideation behind Tugal Bandi? And how did it all happen?
Yeah. So just on the concept first, how it will sort of engage with kids and how will it help the brand, right? So on the brand side, we've recently made a little bit of shift in our positioning, right? And when we said that we are going to be the most dynamic, cool, trendy brand for Gen Zs, we want to talk the language, we want to understand them and be their favorite snack. Aspect that to was that in Gen Zs, consumers want extra, right? They're not okay with just the normal because the normal is boring now, right? So even if it's adventure, it's not just adventure; it has to be that extra level of adventure. It's if it is entertainment, it can't be just a normal reel. It has to have that extra spunk, right? And so they need the two in everything that they do, right? And in our brand, anyways, our brand itself is too yum. So it's not just yummy, but it's like too yummy. So we picked that aspect, and that's where we're saying that in everything that we do, we are going that extra mile. In this campaign also, which is where instead of Jugal Bandi, it's a Tugal Bandi, right? So we're putting that two in this campaign as well. In it fits seamlessly to this brand positioning that we have, because we're saying superhero is just a person who has identified that two in them, right? It could be too much strength, so, or it could be too humorous, it could be anything too, right? Too passionate, right? So and then once you've done that and you follow through that, you become a superhero. So that's the concept that we've tried to sort of bring up to. It's a slightly more evolved concept in that sense. It's not just about product, it's about helping everyone out there find their two. Every whether it's kid or adult is different, but everyone has got something or the other in which they're like really good, right? Which is the hidden strength. Identify that and build on that, and you become a superhero in your own life. That's the concept that we've tried to do this campaign, and it will definitely add back to the brand. It'll be, it add backs to the kids proposition. Plus, it also add back to the consumer because there's something for them to think about and live in their lives. Uh, this entire campaign, I don't think there's one agency behind it. It was a massive collaboration effort, right? So it was us, the brand team. Obviously, there was a Disney team. There was our creative agency, Curativity. They were involved, and then there is the team from Hooper, again a startup brand, but in the area of music composing and songs. So all four of us actually came together to build this, and then there was another leg of kid influencers, singers, as well as dancers. So this entire large collaborative effort actually brought this alive. But yeah, so far it's come out really well, and we're getting great response from consumers as well.
Yes, it's quite interesting. I was just going through a few videos that
Yeah.
has been put up on Instagram. But can you share why was this a digital first strategy that was implemented by Tuyam? Is this some kind of one part of other marketing strategy, or is it just digital first approach that you are doing?
Yeah, I think as a brand itself, we move to digital first, right? So uh, almost I would say 100% is of our investments are on digital now. And essentially we are seeing the debate around TV versus digital as just another screen. And finally, we got to use the get to the end consumer, whether we get it through a large screen or a small screen or a connected TV. I mean, that's a question for us to decide campaign to campaign. This is the objective. Um, in this case, for us, again, there is also where our product is available, where our brand is available, and where can consumers buy it, right? So these questions came together, and basis that we felt that uh, focusing on digital probably is the right approach right now in terms of effectiveness as well as impact. So that's how we sort of came up with this media campaign.
Is there anything else that has been planned for the kids range? Any other TVCs or something of that sort?
It is there on the cards. As I said,
Okay.
this is just an announcer campaign where we wanted to
Okay.
announce us, Tuyam and Marvel coming together. And so as the schools reopen, which is when the category gets higher greater momentum, we are looking at another big burst of campaign around this range, which will probably happen somewhere around June, July. So yeah, at that point of time, we will again reevaluate whether we need to go for TV or continue to be on digital. But yes, there will be another campaign around that time.
Absolutely. And talking about the entire kids or children's snacking industry in India, what is the kind of consumer behavior that you have observed? Is there any change or any particular trend that you have observed in the past year?
So I won't talk about the entire kids because kids snacking is really big with chocolates, etc., and the confectionery becoming really big part of it as well.
Huh.
But if you think about salty snacks, this is
Salty
one
snacks
category.
specifically.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is one segment which is one of the fastest growing segments in the salty snacks category. And especially, I mean, as COVID moved out, kids started to go to school and they have their pocket money. That's when this part of the segment really started to pick up aggressively. We've seen heavy innovation in this segment. So not just from us, but this is one category which is most fragmented. And when I say fragmented, means there are most maximum number of players here. So the bigger players, when you talk about snacking, right? So Frito-Lays and Pepsis and ITC, those brands have a smaller share in the kids segment, where there are a lot of local players and not many of them, right? So this is one segment which is very fragmented, therefore sees a lot of innovation, new products, new toys, new promotions. So that's the trend which is happening. Um, from kids consumption perspective, I think kids have become more experimentative. I have personally seen, for example, when we launched our booth chips, right, which wasn't really targeted at young kids audience, but with kids as it is, they want to sort of follow what their next generation does, right? So if you're a 12-year-old, you look at what 17-year-old is doing and try to emulate them. That is what we've seen in this as well. So there are a lot of children who actually who are eating booth chips, multiple parties, and we get these consumer pictures on different groups where they've actually binging on booth chips. So that experimentative nature of kids is remains, but it's not nothing new. It's been there since ages. So I wouldn't say anything hugely changing here from the kids side. On the parents side, yes, there is does seem to be more concern around the quality of the product that they're giving to their kids. And then therefore you see a lot of healthier snacking options coming for kids in the market, but they're still very small in scale.
Absolutely. And looking ahead, what are the future trends that you are seeing, or any developments that you anticipate within the snacking industry in India, especially how Tuyam is positioned to adapt and thrive to this ever-evolving landscape?
Yeah, I think one bit that we are seeing is for the last couple of years, if you see, there hasn't been real innovation in the category. Right? Most of it is around flavors and a little bit on format and forms. I'm sure as brands, all brands are relooking at their goals and the growth rates. There will be a renewed focus on real innovation in the coming years. So you can expect a lot more innovative products in terms of formats and new formats coming into the market. And this is true for all brands across different age groups, but obviously that will also flow into kids. As I said, on the healthier snacking side, which is more relevant for the kids audience, you will see more action happening. We are anyways already seeing some global brands coming at that proposition at very high premium price points. But yeah, there'll be more local brands also foraying into it. And I mean, once we've done this association, I'm sure we're going to see a lot more action from other brands as well in similar accounts. So yeah, I think there'll be a lot of action on the kids snacking in the next few months and quarters. On our part, we are going to, as you said, we've just started our foray into the kids snacking. So we've got serious plans to strengthen our portfolio here with more products, flavors, and once we have that, our marketing campaigns will always, be there to sort of drive the buzz in the market and segments.
All right, sir. That was all with my questions. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. It was a pleasure talking to you.